Welcome to another Stalker 2 video on the channel. In this series of videos, we'll be exploring some of the best mods created by some of the most creative and helpful modders within the Stalker community, and some of my personal favourite mods that are currently available within Stalker 2 Heart of Chornobyl. Every mod showcased in this series will be available on both PC and Xbox, unless stated otherwise. However, be aware that you do play with mods at your own risk, and upon installing any mod, achievements or trophies will be disabled. It's important to note that an enormous amount of time and effort has gone into creating and developing the mods that you're about to see, so make sure to show your support to the mod authors whenever and wherever you can. But with that being said, let's take a look at some of Stalker 2's mods of the month. Before we take a look at this month's mods for Stalker 2, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone for the reception from last month's video and the series so far. At the time of recording this, last month's video currently has around 13,000 views, almost 350 likes, and Volume 1 has almost 34,000 views and 850 likes. I mean, don't get me wrong, those kind of figures are great for the channel, and I extremely appreciate the engagement with those videos, as it does take a lot of time and effort to put those kind of videos together. But what's most important about all of this is that it means the work that these mod authors put in are getting shown to a larger audience, and more people get to experience the work that they put in. So let's see how this video does, and hopefully we can do the same or even surpass last month's video. So as to not sound like a broken record, make sure to hit that like button and let me know your thoughts below on the mods that we're about to showcase. Our first mod that we'll be showcasing today is by mod author S.T.A.L.K.E.R, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, and this is Bartender Sells All. And well, you guessed it, this mod will provide players with access to every single item in the game, which includes unique weapons and armor, all blueprints for every weapon and armor piece, all artifacts available in the game, bar one particular one which is linked to a very important part of the story, wink wink, but you get the idea. This mod will provide you with everything currently available that your player character can obtain in the zone. Personally, I really appreciate these kinds of mods because, as the mod author mentions, it provides some sort of attempt to simulate a new game plus mode for those players who've already completed everything and are just running around the zone looking for things to do. I mean, if you wanted to, you could boot up a new game playthrough and enable this straight away, but the thing about this mod is that you will have to purchase the majority of items for coupons. And well, as most veteran stalkers will know, items in the zone can be fairly costly, so in a way it shouldn't really hamper the experience for new players out of the gate. But regardless of that, personally I think it's a great addition to the game, so thank you S.T.A.L.K.E.R for a great mod, and hopefully again I'm pronouncing your username correctly. Our next mod on the list is by mod author J4125366987, and this mod is God Mode. I mean, there isn't really much to explain with this one, as I assume a lot of you have already experienced God Mode in other games over the years, and well, this mod will do exactly the same thing and will basically make you invincible. It will increase your HP from 100 HP to 99,999 HP, and increase your max radiation resistance to the exact same, and your health regeneration from 10 to 1000. In my own opinion, this is a great mod for any player just looking to explore the zone without any worries of being taken out by an angry bloodsucker or accidentally walking into a highly irradiated area and turning you into a liquefied bucket of KFC fried chicken. Definitely a great mod, so thank you J4125366987. Up next we have Bar Drinking Activity, and this is by mod author Mods. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that username correctly as well. Again, a pretty self-explanatory one, as it will provide players with the ability to have a drink with the majority, if not all, of the bartenders around the zone. The mod author does provide a list of the bartenders in the mod description, but this is one that I personally think fits into the world of the zone, as we already have little scripted events in the game where we can actually have a drink with particular characters, but this gives players the freedom to have a drink regardless of where you go to, and as an Irishman, I approve this mod. Thank you Mods for an awesome mod. The next mod on the list is by mod author RB Waddle, and this is Artifact Sense. This mod will provide players with the ability to sense the proximity of artifacts without needing a detector in hand, which is definitely a pretty awesome perk to have. On console, audio, visual and force feedback indicators trigger at a higher frequency the closer that you are to an artifact. Personally, regardless of what platform that you play on, this mod is an extremely helpful mod, as the majority of the time, if you're just running throughout the zone to get to a particular objective or just running to a specific location, you might just forget to have the detector out, and the majority of the time you will miss the opportunity in finding artifacts. I know with my own experience, unless I'm actually hunting artifacts, I'll end up missing a lot of them along the way, and with this mod enabled, well, it just gives you that helping hand to let you know that there might be something valuable nearby, and considering artifacts provide your character with resistance buffs, it's definitely a handy mod to have enabled throughout any playthrough. Thank you RB Waddle for a great mod. Next, we're back with mod author Felice, and this is Cozy Fireplaces. This mod is a really nice aesthetic addition to any playthrough, as it will basically increase the brightness of fire pits while also discreetly changing the glow color, making it somewhat warmer while also adding movement to the fire's light so that items and object shadows close to it will seem to bounce and wiggle around. Personally, I love adding any mod that provides a more immersive experience to any playthrough that I go through, so thank you Felice for yet another awesome mod. Up next is Powerful Bright Flashlight, and this is by mod author Games in Ukrainian, and as like most mods showcased here today, it will do exactly what it says in the tin and make the current flashlight more brighter, and well, it definitely does that. From testing this mod, most if not all of the dark and gloomy locations that I visited have really benefited from having this mod enabled, and even exploring the zone during the night has been a lot easier, bar the use of NVGs of course. But considering that the vanilla flashlight only illuminates a small portion of the area in front of you, this mod is quite literally a game changer, regardless if you rely on NVGs or not. Simply, it's a great quality of life mod, so thank you Games in Ukrainian for a great mod. Next on the list we have Dodge by mod author RB Waddle. This mod is a perfect get out of jail free card when it comes to any combat engagement that provides the player with the ability to dodge left or right. The mod author provides a list of controls in the description on how to use the mechanic, but for console users, simply hold the left stick, left or right, and then press the B button. Personally, I really enjoyed testing this mod, as even though it's not an ability that's common with the player character Skiff, we do see something very similar in the zone. Not the exact same, but very similar. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played through the game, but if you have, you kinda understand what I mean. But I love how it just makes any combat engagement that little bit more exciting, as you dodge around and throw off your enemies, and then just appear out of nowhere to finish them off. And on a side note, it can be a very helpful tool to help you get to places a little bit faster. Another great mod, and thank you RB Waddle. And finally, our last mod on today's list is by mod author Kinds_Peace, and this is PDA Radio. Personally, I love mods or features like this in any game that I play. Similar to the Fallout games, when you open up your Pip-Boy and enable the awesome music of that era, this mod will provide players to listen to the fantastic works of all of the music featured across the zone that you can hear when switching on radios throughout the zone, however, while on the go. Now, for copyright reasons, obviously I can't play any of the music provided because, you know, boo earns.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
I was saying boo earns.
Watch me get a copyright strike for that now. But anyway, to enable the radio, you'll need to open up your PDA, and then on the top right hand corner, you'll see an icon for the radio. But to switch it on, and for me on console, you'll need to press the Y button. And from here, you can switch between the various radio channels available throughout the zone while on the go. Another awesome mod, and thank you Kinds_Peace. However, that's everything for today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on some of the mods showcased today, and which mods sparked your interest and might install. Again, a huge thank you to all of the mod authors for their time and effort put into creating these mods for us, the community. And if you have a mod currently available on console that I didn't showcase here today, don't worry, I'll always make sure to include as many mods as I can in upcoming videos. And if you have a mod that you're currently working on, or one that you want me to check out, let me know below in the comments. If you're new here and you found today's video informative, consider giving the video a like, and consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss out on future videos. To our channel members and subscribers, thank you for your continued support and helping the channel to grow. Until next time, stay safe out there in the zone, welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.